In this video, I'm going to show you how to apply iron-on onto a pre-stuffed pillow. Hi! If you're new here, my name is Kim with Kimagine DIY, where I hope to help you imagine the possibilities with DIYs and crafts. One of the great parts about this project is that this is a pillow my mom already had. So it's actually a springtime pillow, but we are repurposing it. So when you flip it over, it's actually going to be the iron-on. So she's gonna have two designs on one pillow. Saves a ton of space, saves a ton of any storage. You don't have to switch your pillows out when the seasons change. So let's jump right in and get started. Here is the design in Cricut Design Space. Well, I'm just going to hide the background template of the pillow and also hide the gold doves because I just want to focus on cutting out the blue right now. So we're just going to go over to make it and then rearrange my mat because I have a long mat. So I'm going to put the 12 by 24. Most importantly, I actually did forget this the first go around. You have to click mirror when you're using an iron-on image, otherwise it comes out backwards. So I'm gonna go to Browse Materials, click Everyday Iron-on, and then load it into the machine. So here is the material. I love using the brayer to flatten out my vinyl. And then in the upper corner you see the Cricut cutting, but here is weeding your material. It is a very tedious process, but with the iron-on vinyl, it's actually a lot easier than regular adhesive vinyl to peel off. So it didn't take that long compared to regular adhesive vinyl, which is a major plus. So I used the Cricut heat transfer guide to give me the correct settings to use for their iron-on vinyl. And this is how you set your Easypress2. You just hit the temperature, then hit the plus button to the temperature that you need, then go over to the timer button and then select the timer. Then you just wait until your Easypress heats up and you hear that lovely beep. So here you can see this is the spring pillow and we're going to use the back of it. And one little trick that I like to do is measure the center and just use a little pencil or a fabric marker, something that can be easily washed out. I like to put an X, and then on your iron-on transfer, I'm going to use a Sharpie and do the same thing so I can make sure I line everything up perfectly. So you can see here that I'm actually using my mat to help line up the center for the iron-on transfer, and then you just place an X right in the middle for the center. Then it's time to heat up your pillow. You want to heat up the entire area that your iron-on vinyl will be going on for preparation. Then you're going to want to reset that timer for the appropriate setting. And then because it's a pre-stuffed pillow, you really want to make sure you add a good amount of pressure so you can fully get that iron-on transfer flat onto the pillow. Now it's up to you whether or not you decide to use a mat or a towel underneath, but this pillow is actually pretty fluffed, so I decided not to use one. It's not really needed when you have a pre-stuffed pillow. Also, you can see here, after going around, I noticed there were just a couple of edges that were not fully adhered, so I decided to repress it again. And I used some extra wax paper to protect the pillow so I can evenly get the iron onto the fabric. Then you put the pillow over to the side, wait for it to be cool to the touch before you peel it off. So now it's time to cut and weed those two turtle doves. So I just decided to eye it up to make sure that the turtle doves were lined up. And then I reused that transfer sheet from the Piece on Earth to help protect the rest of the pillow and the previous iron-on from ironing this on, because you don't want to burn the pillow or burn the iron-on. So protect the project before you start adhering another layer or a separate color design that's right next to it. Then again, just wait till cool to the touch and then peel away. And then we're just gonna do all those steps again for the second pillow. Joy to the world, SVG. And here is the finished design. I am so thrilled. It came out so professional looking, and it was just perfect to tie in with the other colors for the design for this season. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see more DIYs and crafts. And please comment below. I would love to hear any questions, or if you guys share your projects, I would love to see them. And I hope to see you in the next video.